All right, so kind of new lake to me. I've only been here once before, and that was like 4 years ago. It's shallow lake. It does have big ones. We got a lot of duckweed. I'm gonna kind of fish around this wood real quick with a frog, kind of see what's going on. And yeah, should be good. I mean, the water's should be in the 70s, high 70s. Right now it's at 80. Should be post spawn. I saw some bluegill right at the ramp that were on beds, so bluegill is spawning still. So we're gonna see what the deal is. Wow! Oh, we come off. Oh, I didn't even know that was a good fish. It's so thick under there, I didn't even realize that my frog had gone under. That looked like a decent fish too. Yeah, it had a terrible hook set. If anyone knows how I like to set the hook on a frog, and that was not it. I had no idea he even sucked it in. It looked like a decent one. It looked like, from the size of its tail, like a 2.5, 3 pounder. What's funny too, as I was just going by over here, it looked like there was some fish. No way! It's a decent little dude. He's short and fat. Hell yeah. Now the real question is that the same fish? Personally, I don't think so, because unless I just didn't get a hook in him, which is very likely. But again, slow reaction. What is going on here? So back-to-back casts. Maybe that was the same fish. It could have been. I just didn't get a hook in him. Usually, you know, I felt like I'd stuck him. Or there's two fish there, and that second one, you know, felt that I got that bite, you know, like that other fish jumping like it's trying to eat something. And then I immediately sent the frog back in. But I would bet money that there's other fish right here. You know, this, especially like in grass and stuff, like if you catch one, there's 100% gonna be more fish there. You know, they just kind of get grouped up in there. Both of them though, just like barely sucked it in. Like I didn't even know. It was almost like I didn't even know that the frog was gone. Like, cause like right now you can't see the frog. Big one. Oh my God. What an idiot. That was the world's worst boat flip. That's a good one. Man, my like hands aren't working. Oh, I'm an idiot. That was ridiculous. That's never happened to me ever. Where I went to boat flip a fish and my hand slipped off of the rod. That was insane. Absolutely insane. That was terrible. It looks so bad. But it is what it is. Got the fish in. 18.5, 3.5 pounder. But again, like I was saying, if you get a bite in grass, you need to fish it more. Like, you need to cover that little area methodically, because I've got 3 bites in like a 10-foot circle. So I'm gonna throw this frog around a little more and hopefully get a better hook set. And I cannot believe that. That's never happened to me. I was kind of rushing it. You know, like the fish was coming towards me and I was just kind of, I should have just taken a second, brought him around the front of the boat, and then swung him. And that is how you're supposed to do it. Look at that. That's how you want them too. Another 3-pounder. Let's see. So that is how you set the hook and boat flip big ones. Not like that last horrific time. My hand slipped off the rod. That was so bad. Like, I'm embarrassed by that. Like, for real. But it's going in the video. That way you can see what not to do. Probably don't have to retie, but I'm gonna. Only because I have a funny feeling that I'm gonna have a shot at a real big one. And it's 50-pound braid, but you never know. I also keep like a little bit of a longer tag end, just in case it ever does slip. You get a little bit of leeway there. That really brought my confidence up. You know, that hook set felt good, the boat flip felt good. You know, the fish got it. You know, I treat things like, you know, casting and hook sets, boat flips, that kind of thing. If it feels good, then most likely looks good. And if it most likely looks good, it is good. And it's kind of how I treat casting and flipping, boat flips, that kind of thing. You know, that your mechanics matter. You know, if you're out there and you're not casting good and you feel like an idiot, well, probably not going to be the best casting at targets and or whatever. If your hook set is weak, you know, you might not feel good about it. And that stuff matters. I feel like I'm gonna catch a big one. Biggin. Well, that was awesome. Yes, sir. Another 3-pounder. I was beginning to think that this little, 100-yard stretch right here didn't have any fish, and that they were all, back up that way where it's a little deeper. But he was sitting right there. I thought he was a lot bigger because when it's sunny right here, or when I finally saw the side of him, with the sun and this color water, he looked a lot bigger. But and he was swimming to the side. Once I got his head coming towards me, I just pencil grinded him. Just kept him coming towards me. And some people are big on the net thing, and I do net fish, especially on treble hooked baits. But if I got them coming towards me on a big single hooked bait, like a big hook, not like a little finesse single hook, but I'm gonna flip them if they're coming towards me. I got 50-pound braid. There's frog hook. I mean, as long as you don't put slack in the line, you're good. I honestly think flipping the bigger ones are easier because, sometimes, like the last tournament, I flipped a couple, like, 1 3/4 fish, and I flipped too hard, and they come up high, but, that's my second net I've ever bought, put it that way. And my first net I bought was like 2 years ago. Just something I never really was big on. And I've also seen netting fish like be negative, where they get a treble hooked lure stuck in the net, and then they come off because it's all wrapped up. It can be bad, but it also can save you. 100%. It's saved me before on crankbaits. So I get it. It's kind of personal preference, I guess. I haven't really found a pattern of like where they are. Because I've caught some super shallow and some kind of off the bank there. It's kind of why I've just been casting all over the place. See, the way that my frog is right now, I don't like that. So when I set the hook, see, my rods are kind of in the way. And those first 2 fish, exactly what happened. At least if it's like this, I can do an upward hook set, which I don't love. But sometimes, like, my reaction is just to want to go that way. But it's kind of part of it with kayak thing. Oh, biggin! Big biggin. Wow. I wasn't aware it was that big. I mean, choked. Look at that dude. Big dude. Another ugly fish catch though. Man, I did not think it was that big. I thought it was another 3-pounder. Okay.